Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Noita Nightmare Mode, where, boy, that's an awful lot of shaking for us having just spawned in here. I don't know how many more attempts we're going to give this. For the moment, I'm still having fun, quite a lot of fun, and so we shall keep at it. Projectiles near you slow down. It's definitely a little... Ooh, wow, that's a hell of a thing to find early on. Do I want this? I feel like in a lot of cases this is going to be counterproductive. I think I'm not going to take it. Sure, why not? Okay. And... Alright, well. Let's pull you and you. Drop this in here. We can do that and just make this our first wand. Right, and this does more damage than most base spells. Yeah, most initial spells. So we're getting 16 damage out of an actual collision. That seems okay. The prickly spore pod is certainly cool as well, although I don't know, like... I mean, we can just use this wand as is, right? Recharge time's not like a big deal. It doesn't really have any mana charge speed, but add mana is gonna make this very fireable. And then I don't know what we want to do with all these bubble sparks. Alright. Let's just run it like this. So I should probably move... Oh no, I did already. Okay, so we have a long-range trap setting wand. Maybe we could make some decent use of. You feel wary. Well, you're not wrong. I am playing Noita, and so I am always a little concerned. I really don't love the number of these enemies we are seeing. Wow, that was me attempting to get away. Wow, that didn't work at all. Okay. Well, I managed to take only 20% of our maximum HP as damage there, so that's something. It's good in theory, it's just... the enemies have too much health. Yeah. Really ineffective, actually. Like, hugely ineffective. Okay. I think we have a really good foundation today. Like, these are great perks to start with. So if I can just manage to not die horribly here. What? Get him. Okay, that works. But yeah, we're never going to be able to actually go that way, because that thing is going to spawn fireflies faster than we can kill them. Hate it. Huh, the normal mines. Is this usually how this works? Okay, there we go. I was going to say, I really thought for sure that was going to blow that up. Okay, hopefully I didn't get too much goop in my water. I think I did jump in before it was... Okay, that's totally water. I was a little worried. I had jumped in while there was still toxic garbage on the top of it. Okay, infinite bombs. Gonna need some infinite bombs here. I don't actually know if I'm gonna be able to solve this problem with bombs. Here, what about if we try to like nestle a bomb right in there? Well, the answer is it won't go in. So I would love to actually get over to this wand, if we can. Now, here's where we run into a problem. I'm pretty sure that there's no way... Alright, that doesn't do terrain damage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no way we can get a bomb to blow up on that slope. Come on. Okay, good enough. Fuse time is long, but it is not infinite. I would love to get to go over there and interact with that. Let's pull the bombs off of this, because this is definitely the wand we most want to drop, right? Okay, well, it's an improvement for sure. And actually, infinite magic missile. So, like, right? So it's 80 mana per projectile. What happens if this hits a wall? Okay, it does cause the magic missile to fly in a different direction. Never mind. We're just doing this then. Ooh, cast delay. No, actually it's recharge time. Recharge time is what we're getting. Oh no, it is cast delay, because that's got a 1 second cast delay increase on it. Well, there's nothing we can do about that. That's just how fast that fires. Alright, it's fine. It's very powerful. You gotta give it that. And then we can always just do this if we're desperate for more projectiles. We have a real problem solver of a wand now. Infinite magic missiles is an okay place to be combat-wise. That was a glass cannon guy, I'm pretty sure. So obviously, I would like to explore more. I'm stuck. Cool. Is this really how I'm gonna die? Being hopelessly stuck in a wall for no reason? Jeez. How does that even happen? Okay, that's not going to burn through to anywhere. Interesting. We now have to press this advantage, our very good perks and our pretty good wands, into... Wow, that survives a direct hit from a magic missile. Okay. Ow. There we go. Oh, weird. Lava just appearing on the platform next to me. Don't much care for it. That not actually... It didn't. It didn't break through. It's a pretty good one. You still have to aim, but it's a pretty good weapon on the overall. So yeah, we need to use this to explore enough to find whatever strength increases we can find. Useful items or wands or whatever. Take that, gold. A shop with some purchasable spells in it would be... That'd be a cool thing to get, maybe? Oh, this is... nerve-wracking. I guess I got slippery somehow. I really didn't intend to slide off of that. I must have... Some of the oil from the drum must have gotten up on the ledge where I was. Well, at least we have enough money to re-roll perks once. But yeah, I do feel like we're pretty short on a lot of the kinds of things we would like to have. That guy is going to be a problem. Although I don't think... He's almost certainly immune to fire, but I don't think he's immune to explosive damage. So maybe we can just... He was also very high on Berserkium. What I was going to say is we can probably just one-shot him, right? But you do have to hit him the one time for that. Alright, I am a little tiny bit time crunched today, unfortunately. So we may have to make this fewer attempts. Okay, they're giving us the unlimited spells again right away. Sure, more hatred. Let's have everybody fight more, and let's not take Liquid's freeze in your presence. Okay, interesting. Imbues a projectile with a curse that makes the target hit by the projectile to waste away. Okay. So, Summon Rock Spirit is not made unlimited, nor is Summon Explosive Box, which is interesting, because this isn't even very good. Like, this is I would say this is a worse explosion skill than Bomb is. So I wonder why Bomb does get infinite, but that doesn't. Come on. Wow, that's weird. I had to click on that like 50 times to get it to pop out of there. So what do we want to build for initial combat here? Bubble Spark with Trigger is very... It's not very impressive. Maybe we just do this. Spark Bolt with more crit chance until we find a spell that's actually, like, good at all. Yeah, that's probably fine. It does have mana problems, though, relative to some of our other wands here. Let's just swap that into here. It tried to fix my shitty aim. Oh my god, the number of spark bolts it takes to kill these enemies. Yeah, okay, we need real projectiles. Please. Something. Anything. Well, you know, I did say anything. I mean... short-range homing's not going to work on this, right? Let's, yeah, we can leave that like that. Let's leave a wand with this stuff enabled. And then we'll just try to do a lot of our fighting with this lightning wand. And I guess I should actually have my infinite bombs in one of these things, right? Do I want to be using this thing? Like, the fact that it's 19 mana charge speed makes it so hard to use for real combat. Let's at least try to hit something with it once, so that we can see what the Venomous Curse does. I'm assuming it's just like it's a damage over time effect until they die, right? Yeah, okay. Seems to drain him out pretty quickly. Is that gold from him? Did that count as an accident death? I mean, it definitely shouldn't have, but that doesn't mean it didn't, right? Really thought that was gonna start a fire. There it is. Well, let's at least pick it up and strip the components. I'm not even taking the arrows. I don't want them. I just wanted that. Alright, so yeah, it seems like it's just a pretty unimpressive damage over time effect, but it might have counted as an accident kill on him. Because it looked like it made him drop 2 money, so... well, that's not a good test, because he died from actual projectile damage. You. Oh dear. Okay, it does not have infinite duration. So he did not have a perk notification above him, but he clearly was be perked. Yeah? Do I even care about Spore Pod? I kind of don't. This wand's pretty good, though. Actually, let me do this, and then that. And I suppose I ought to get this money. Aw. Alright, hopefully that'll all purify on its own while we're away. Do not carry the electric wand into the water. Come on. That is a very frustrating way to take damage. Okay, I was trying to blow that up. It does kind of look like we are actually getting a little bit of arcing from the on the lightning bolt. That guy's wand has lightning coming out of the tip, which makes me nervous. Okay. He fired electrified rocks at us. Yep. Electric charge rock. Well, you know, I actually think this is a better wand than the one we have down here. Like, the mana's a little worse, but the recharge time's a lot better. And honestly, rock's not like a bad spell. I'm gonna pull this out of it, but the ability to just hurl rocks at people definitely has value. Because, you know, physics is pretty good damage. Although, seems like they stopped doing damage pretty quickly. But whatever, we're spawning kick fodder. Right, lava, don't shoot the fireflies when they're above you. You know what? We just don't even have to go up there. Am I going to get harmed by these if I touch them? Okay, it's just another copy of the same wand. No, they're sitting there and they're sparky, but they're not actually actively electrocuting. Even so, I'm not gonna take the chance that it's just like a some of the time thing. Let's just avoid them. Alright, well, we can leave. Aha. But also, what if we got stuff? Alright, something seriously bad's going on up there. Is this a wand that we looked at already? No, it can't be. Never mind. Not even the tiniest bit interesting. Well, you know what? I feel like we've got some pretty okay stuff. We got a heart. Ooh. Hell yeah, energy orb. I think I am just going to discard this, because the rocks are not... Physics damage is cool and everything, but... And we can certainly make use of energy orb. Energy orb does all kinds of great stuff. Like, for example... Just a huge pile of coal from somewhere. I feel like we can keep exploring here. Let's actually push left. I don't think we've managed to see whether the dark cave exists at the left edge of this biome or not. And I do not think that it is at all a foregone conclusion that it would. Because, you know, the whole nightmare everything. It's all very weird and stressful. I like this wand a lot. It's not quite as powerful as the lightning bolt, but I feel like I am endangering myself so much less with it. What is this? Molten metal. How did that happen? What did you do? Oof, wow. Maybe he is immune to explosive damage. Okay, he's definitely stunnable with electricity, though. I think he is only taking the direct bolt contact damage. Right, because I think this is split up into 2 parts. No, not really. So he was taking some damage. He's resistant to a pretty significant portion of the explosive damage, but not immune to it. Oh, right. These guys are actually also very resistant to that. Not a very impressive wand. We can just ignore that one. This is the one, I think... This is the game that feels most like a normal game of Noita, I think, of all of the Nightmare runs we've played so far. Which is not, of course, to say that I feel safe at all, because, you know, Noita. How am I doing such a bad job? There we go. Don't answer. Not a real question. Oh, hey, look at that. So... I don't like the wand very much, but let's grab this. I am, for the moment, I think, going to just keep using the wands that we're using now. Okay. Spell refresher, probably not that useful when you have unlimited spells available. I mean, I guess there's still a couple of things that it could potentially refresh. Phlomoxium, just a big old bottle of blood. I mean, I see no reason not to take the Phlomoxium. I don't understand how that happened. I picked up the blood bottle and I just caught fire. A fire began underneath it. I guess it had been sitting on top of that fire and keeping it hidden. I do think a gunpowder potion is actually a pretty useful thing. You can cause a lot of havoc with a gunpowder potion. It is, though, a little bit weird. Wow, so many chests. It is a little bit weird that gunpowder is in potions instead of being in a pouch. Now that they like have a whole thing where the point of it is this is how you distribute, or this is how you move powders around the world. Okay, nothing terribly interesting here. That is potentially interesting. I guess we can go see what that is. So I'm sure it's just another copy of this. Oh! Oh, you don't say. Well... Huh. An unlimited version of personal gravity field. I wonder if these other things are supposed to have been unlimited, but we got versions of them that had spawned into the world before the unlimited spells modifier triggered or something like that. What is that? Just a bottle of water. You know, I'll take it. I'm going to throw out this Phlomoxium and grab a second water bottle. And then I'm going to go over here and refill my other water bottle. I do really dig the way Phlomoxium looks. I think that is so cool. Alright, where is... I mean, if he fires the wand, he's just going to die, right? Nope. He's got homing death crosses, apparently. Ooh, almost real bad. I mean, they didn't change how this works, did they? I guess we can test it. No. Maybe all enemies just always have slightly homing attacks? You know, honestly, that would make a lot of sense, given how good they are at shooting me. So, do we want to pull... You know what? I'm just going to leave this stuff on here. For right now, that's just going to be the wand that is in that slot. And we continue to endeavor to make it to the left. I'm surprised that that is having that effect at that distance. Would I rather have that than one of my bottles? I think yes. Okay, this time the mines were this way. That's weird. Well, you know, in some ways, a very promising start. Shoot, I didn't really want to start that fire. I guess that guy was pressed right up against the metal. That was probably a pretty good opportunity to just accident kill him with our lightning stone. So I'm definitely feeling pretty good about our position, but I'm also like definitely aware that it's pretty lucky. We've seen a huge number of chests relative to what we've usually seen at this point. And the chests aren't really what has made our run good or anything. It's not like all of our power is coming from that. We did just actually find 2 health ups, which is pretty unusual. Actually, nightmare mode especially seems to be real light on those. Okay, so no, just hard rock. Well, that is disappointing. Not precisely what I was thinking. Nah, I'm good. No thanks on that. Well, I guess we have enough health that we can continue to explore. Let's just go up a little bit before we jump into the next biome. Maybe a very little bit, it looks like. Yeah, huh. Okay, so the mines randomly occurs on one side of the coal pits. Either left or right, and it's like a pretty small version of the mines, I guess? Just kind of curious where we are relative to everything. I guess we're probably to the left of the tree at this point, right? Yeah, we've got to be. I don't exactly remember... Wait. Wasn't it the case that... Yeah, this is the tree. Wasn't it the case that left of the tree... Did the snow start right away? Maybe. By the way, the stuff on top of the tree was one of the things I had read about. And it is in fact the case This I didn't. It is in fact the case that those weird pillars on top of the tree are like tracking things that you have accomplished in the game. I do not know if they are doing that like to an end. Like if you get enough things, it'll give you something, or that's probably spirits, right? Yep, and then everything else here is pretty... That's new, right? I mean, that's obviously the hourglass. This is probably just for having used the hourglass portal. Like, having actually triggered the thing to spawn the portal. So that's cool. That's a cool kind of thing to track. Because that is, I feel like, an achievement. Certainly as much of an achievement as finding an essence. Or, like, the only way you're going to do that is if you have grasped something about the way the world works. Or, I guess, looked it up online. Okay, well, let's just get back to it. We don't need to wander off course too much. So, 150 max HP. And pretty strong perks. And a pretty solid group of wands to start with. I definitely have some positive feelings here. I will say, we're a little bit less rich than I would like to be for having, I think, been pretty thorough in that first area. But we're certainly not doing poorly on money. Wow. All of these are garbage. I don't want to spend any money on any of that. Okay, for some reason, an electrified rock. Not really sure why that would be there. Bombs materialize, breathless. Let's just reroll. I wonder if multiple copies of More Hatred actually does anything. Like, we could reroll again. We could pick Dissolve Powders. I don't hate Dissolve Powders. I think I might just reroll again, though. None of these are, like, really jumping out at me. Yeah, let's just take the thing here. Okay. I've come around on homing shots. I like homing shots. And especially with us having a bunch of death crosses. Makes creatures hit by a projectile gain a temporary gravity well that draws projectiles in. I don't know. I don't know if I want to leave that on there. So, like... I mean, these are my combat wands now, right? We have crit Death Cross and Energy Orb. And crit Death Cross is way less likely to kill us than the other thing was. And since we have proper homing, we probably don't need close homing. So, like, I wonder how fast that will actually make that. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. And then, like, honestly, I don't know that we want any of the stuff from the rest of these wands. Yeah, let's just move on. This is a little safer to use now. So, I need an enemy because I want to test... Uh-oh, worms. Worms have been here recently. Okay. Just back down here a little bit. Alright, we have to despawn some pixels that are spawning frost. Okay, lots of worms. Or one very productive worm. Huh. There we go. So, interesting. It makes it miss? No, it's missing anyway. That's weird. Why is it doing that? It'd be really helpful to me if it was not doing that, if it was instead doing a different thing. A different thing that is more good. Boy, not a lot of stuff that I actually want. This does have quadruple scatter. You know what? Yeah. Grab it over that. Do I want to go quadruple scatter on this? Just turn into 3 different... Like, how much does that affect the firing? Okay. It's not that scattery. Yeah, I think that definitely has some value. Ah, I thought it was dead. There was so much freezing vapor coming out. Alright, you know what? Let's build ourselves an alternate access hatch. I don't want to have to come at it from so far above it. It does feel like they just decreased the effectiveness of that strategy a bit. Like the, oh god. Right, the downside of homing projectiles. You don't get to decide what they are homing on. Yeah, the Death Cross is really not cooperating. Wow! I didn't exactly see what happened to all of our health, but I think I saw the word crit when we took the sniper bullet, and the sniper must have just crit us for like 100 plus. Jesus Christ. It might be the case that it's just not feasible to beat Nightmare Mode. I should clarify. It might be the case that it's not feasible for somebody of my reflexes and skill level to beat Nightmare Mode. So yeah, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, I'm not really sure how many more of these attempts we're going to put in. For the moment, I'm still having a lot of fun, and so we shall continue. And I guess I'll try to give a little bit of warning before it burns out. So when you come back next time tomorrow, there will be more, is what I'm saying. And we'll see you then.